want to
There we
start.
go. Okay, now we're live. We just went live right now. Sorry.
Excellent.
Just one live?
Yeah, now we're live.
Oh, okay. Well, we can bullshit
Are
for
we?
a minute.
Well, I'm gonna start with something because I like doing this. All y'all watching the VOD right now, bless. Y'all out here doing the thing. Y'all didn't need to show up. I'm talking to you through time. I'm talking to you into the future. And that's cool. I appreciate and respect what y'all do. Also, I'm gonna fix my camera because I'm a fucking clown. Because I was just using it for other things. And yeah, apparently you can play games over the internet now. Ooh,
Can we?
spicy.
I never knew.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
Listen to me.
Yeah, right.
Never knew.
Never knew. That's us. Look at us go. We're doing the thing and we're talking about the stuff. This is gonna be on my story so people
okay.
can come watch the
Story
thing.
time.
It's all
Yeah.
good. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of that. How y'all doing today? How are y'all feeling?
I
Good.
just woke up.
Nice.
Yeah. And my hair's wet and everything, so I just got out of the shower. And I woke up at like 6. I'm like, alright,
What's my volume?
Rocky boy, here we go.
What's
That's what Sundays are for, sleeping in late.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like any day you could do that if you really want to. I wish I could.
That's true.
I wish I could,
Offline
like...
Angel, hey, thank you for joining the stream. What's up, man?
What up, what up? I am going to also... Probably should have done these things beforehand. So one of my favorite little things on Instagram, when you tag somebody in something, is... turn my fucking sound off. I'm like, fucking get mad. Now everyone's just like, everything's happening. When you have like one of those question things you ask, you layer it. So like you put like the mention here, and then it's like the question, and you just like tuck it behind it. So like they can definitely see it because you're tagged, but then no one else knows who's tagged, and you can't like click because the internet and because it's layered behind it, they have no idea. What I am going to do, because I swear my brain's not little, maybe, I am going to also bring up Bambino's chat because I have a big brain. Bruh, my chat buried itself. That's fine. Right, put that there. I'm so little. What's hilarious is, yeah, every time I try to go to your channel and then I don't put the underscore, and I just start dying every time because it's mad funny. So I'm like, they really,
Somebody fucking got to my name first.
they really beat you to, and that shit's mad funny.
You
Yeah.
gotta get the underscore for it.
You got it. That's why you got to put like 5 underscores just to make sure. Make sure nobody
I'm
gets
gonna
it.
have to like reach out to Twitch and see if I can get the original name. Pretty sure the other person doesn't even stream.
No, they don't. They have like 2 followers and like no recent videos.
Yeah.
That's just pretty. That's just pretty.
You guys checked? I haven't checked.
Oh yeah. I was confused because it said he was live, and then I went to check, and then there was nothing happening. I was like, that can't be right. Oh, come on, life. What's happening? Oh, what if I, using my big brain, I'm so fucking smart. Because when you try to minimize the Google one, it like doesn't work because it hates you. So instead, you just put the minimize Streamlab one above it.
Noise.
Headphones are going to be stretched out by the end of this. My brain's too big. Alright.
Major brain.
Yeah, how
So
you
guys, how are you guys? I know Lightning, you had something that you wanted to speak about this week. Game mechanics, was it?
Yes. I love... So obviously I love games. And if I didn't,
Yeah.
then this would be stupid. I really want to just talk about games, game mechanics that come up in different games, whether they be video games, board games, card games, or board games. That's a whole other argument for another day. But that we really enjoy, whether or not they be disguised as something else, and you may not realize it's like, oh yeah, that is that thing. Like, I see. Hey, Thuggin, what's up?
Duncan here.
Fucking love. What's up, man?
Yeah, Duncan.
Just blew out like
What's up,
8
big
people's
black
fucking...
man?
Thrifty, what's going on?
Thrifty.
Everyone's showing up.
Thrifty.
Yeah, everybody coming through today.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like-
But
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if I should start or if I should finish because I'm real hype about mine.
Yeah, no, go for
So
it.
one of my favorite. It's not gonna be. We could also. We're here for 2 hours. 2 hours today, y'all. We're not gonna do what we did last time. That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was the long one.
We were under the influence.
Fun.
Yes.
I was 3 hours. I don't
You
know
ever-
about you guys.
I did too, but the thing is, like, then taking that file and uploading it to all the other places was.
You ever stay out till 6 a.m.? Jesus. It's like
hell yeah, 10 gigs of awesomeness, right?
Yeah.
Am I right, chat?
it's like when you fucking stay out way too late, and it's just like that was stupid, and that's what that was. Like, hey,
It was worth it.
yeah, it was worth it. It was great, and I loved it. I loved everything and everyone that showed up. Yeah, we're gonna keep it a little contained. We're talking about a bunch of mechanics and stuff and features in game that are like my favorite mechanic in a game, like hands down. Fucking, it's so stupid because it's like there's only a few games I've seen that like do it really, but when it comes up, I really enjoy it. And I'll just use the name that people are probably most familiar with. It's Devil Trigger. If you ever played Devil May Cry, and you get your fucking other form, you get increased attack, lower damage, sometimes invincibility, and different moves and whatnot. Devil Trigger is like my favorite mechanic. If you've ever played the Alice game, and I say Alice game even though it's the sequel, don't play the first one. The first one's fucking terrible. But Madness Returns shows a similar mechanic called Hysteria, which is very on flavor. And the whole world like turns black and white. Fucking enemies get picked up off the ground. You get all this like damage, all this fucking damage boost, and you're just like tearing through
Thank you
enemies.
for, following. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
What's up, dude? It was
What's-
awesome,
Thanks for
man.
the follow.
That name sounds really familiar, and I can't put a finger on it.
Him and I, we rate each other a lot.
Oh, rate each other, eh?
He's awesome, dude.
Anywho, but
What the fuck?
yeah, like the Devil Trigger mechanics are always just like really fun, especially when like kind of comes out of nowhere. Like if you don't know what you're signing up for when you play Devil May Cry like 3, you're playing whatever, and then spoilers for a game that's like 20 years old. Oof, that hurt to say. When Virgil first like fucking puts the sword through you, and you're like, oh damn, like what's happening? And then you're falling off whatever, and then you fucking awaken Devil Trigger. You're just like, now hold up now. You get like your fucking air dash, your teleports faster, your moves do more damage, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening here? And it just gives you this like little tip. What's happening? Oh, it was like, feels like it's your cat on your computer. Then you're not me. They just give you that little extra like boost, especially when it just kind of like it comes out of nowhere, but it makes sense. Like it's not random. It's not like if fucking Pokemon had Double Trigger, like that wouldn't make any fucking sense. And no, Dynamax is not fucking Devil Trigger. It's not how it works. Hold on. Now that I say it, I might be onto
Well,
something
isn't
here.
it just the mechanic where you like get stronger the weaker you get, or something like that? Isn't that kind of the gist of what Double Trigger is?
Yeah, kind of. It's weird because in original Devil May Cry, like you could just like most mechanics, like Hysteria in Alice is a revenge mechanic, similar to X Factor in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where it's like you like revenge meters and stuff like that are a very I feel like tangentially related mechanic because like, all right, you're losing. Here's a comeback factor. But yeah, Devil Trigger, like original Devil Trigger, was interesting because it's like you could just like load up your file and like, oh, I have full Devil Trigger, time for me to go fucking ham. And then like as you did combos and stuff and you traded blows with enemies, you'd fill up your meter and whatnot. Excuse me, it's like carbonated drinks make you burp. But yeah, just like seeing those types of like, and it kind of does fall into the umbrella like of other revenge mechanics and whatnot. And I think those are pretty good because yeah, they're just giving you that trade off, like that desperation situation where it's like, all right, I'm gonna lose. I need to tap into this like extra power that I've been given to fucking go ham. And yeah, I guess you could say Dynamax is a form of Devil Trigger. Like it depends.
Yeah,
it's very
it definitely is. I mean, I usually when I was playing Pokemon, I usually wouldn't Dynamax unless like a hit or two away from fucking dying. So I guess you can sort of kind of consider it the same kind of mechanic, but yeah.
you just gotta go ham. Use Dynamax turn 1, hit him, hope for the best. No.
characters from Smash Brothers, like Sephiroth for one.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a thing where like if he gets enough damage, like he activates the one-winged angel.
Wait, Sephiroth's in Smash?
No, you didn't hear that from me. No, Nintendo. My dad doesn't work in Nintendo at all.
Amazing.
Yeah, like that, and also like Joker, he gets Arsene when the bar fills up and he takes enough damage. Terry from King of Fighters, he has that as well as a game mechanic where he takes enough damage. He gets like the go mechanic where he does like the geyser and Bust a Wolf, and Doggy knows what I'm talking about. Terry.
Bust a Wolf.
And
Amazing.
yeah. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of those moves, like Devil Trigger for sure. Sounds fucking awesome. I never played Devil May Cry before, like any of them.
Same.
Yeah, I know, shocking. I know. I never played Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's on sale all the time. I'm literally looking it up right now to see if Devil May Cry is on sale for the fucking PS4.
Kelly's freaking out because I have not played Devil May Cry.
Go play DMC5 right now.
I would. I'm a huge fan of the voice actor Johnny on Bosch, and he's in that. He plays
That's Vasha Stampede.
Yep,
For my anime fans out there.
Vasha Stampede, Lelouch Lamperouge, Ichigo Kurosaki, yeah, all the big ones.
Switch port so overpriced. TMC's on the Switch?
He's in Devil May Cry 5.
Terrible.
Also, he's Yu Murakami in Persona 4, and I love that shit.
I've never played Persona 4, so I don't know who that is.
Neither have I, but I've seen the animation.
But I know they're there.
The animation
Also,
for that is
hello,
great.
Offline Angel. What was I about to say? Oh, a take that I feel like people were just like too, like nostalgia people were too fucking harsh on. When people said that DMC, like the remake came out, they're like, oh, this game's awful. Fucking this game sucks. DMC is so hype. Like, Devil, you get like, so, spoilers for a game that came out 10 years ago. You get like demon weapons, but then they also introduced angel weapons. And then you can switch between them, like, as you're fighting. And all of the demon weapons focus on, like, hitting hard. Yeah, exactly. The remake is great. Like, it focused on, like, hitting hard and just kind of, like, very... Like, the very more, like, melee style kind of, like, hand-to-hand, like, we're fighting, like, close-up, whatever. And then the angel weapons were usually for, like, crowd control stuff. Like, there's one that it's... I don't even know what the hell it's called. But it's, like, this bladed weapon. It's, like, 3 blades, and you hold the middle. But then when you swing, they, like, come out some, kind of like fucking yo-yos. And then you can, like, swing, or you can, like, throw them at your opponent. And then there's another attack where, like, it circles around you. So it's a lot of, like, crowd control. And all the angel weapons are, like, very quick, very just to, like, disrupt other enemies and, like, help, because it's you versus, like, the world. So they're just there to, like, fucking...
Brown, thank you
What's up,
for
dude?
the follow. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's just very quick, like crowd control type stuff. And then so when you combo both of them, like one of the angel weapons turns into like a hook, and it's like also works as like a grappling and pull tool. So sometimes it's like you pull yourself to an enemy that's far away to separate from the crowd, or if there's an enemy that's far away, you pull them towards you, and then you fucking hit them with the demon weapon that like pushes them back, and then you pull them back again, like no, that ain't it, y'all. Come over here and get this ass whooping. But yeah, games.
Yeah, that was gonna say that actually reminds me of God of War, the last one to come out. You use like the blades, I forgot what they're called, the Chains of Chaos, and then you have the axe, and the Chains of Chaos are more like when you have like a lot of enemies, crowd control and stuff, and the axe is for more like one-on-one fights, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I also wanted to mention I did play a Devil May Cry game, but it wasn't, I guess, one of the mainline ones. It's the one where he has like black hair and he looks completely different. I think it's just called DMC.
That's the remake I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the one where they had angel weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't. Damn. I mean, it was so long ago that I played that. I don't even remember that there were angel weapons. I just thought the game was kind of weird. But yeah, that's the only one I've ever played.
Like it definitely is a very weird look to it. Like things are kind of falling apart. Like these whole things like you're in limbo. So like things aren't even fucking like make sense anymore, and like fucking the wall comes out, or like you go to make a jump and then the floor separates, so you fall through the floor, and it's like, what is happening? But yeah, game real good. Anyone that hasn't played it, fucking go play it. You can buy.
Point at me. I'm
you
raising my hand.
DMs
Voluntarily.
DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition for PS4 is $40 right now from the store. So you can probably wait for that.
A little overpriced.
A little
For me it
bit,
is.
but it comes with the DLC for Virgil's.
Virgil.
Character Virgil.
Yeah, it's
Virgil.
that's Virgil. That's Virgil of the Jungle. No, Virgil's Downfall.
Yo, Winston Churchill. How about that?
There was a thing in Marvel 3 whenever people
Don't shake
played
your head at me.
whenever people played Dante with the blue coat and Virgil with the red coat, 'cause they wear the opposites. They called them Vontae and Durgil, and that shit was mad funny. It was like, oh man, secret unlockable. Like, Durgil may cry.
Speaking of God of War, I never played any God of War either. So yeah.
I played God of War for like 20 minutes. It's okay.
I think people hype that game up more than it needs to. I mean, like, it's a good game. I don't think it's a great game. I didn't think the last one deserved Game of the year it came out. I thought Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption were way better games that year. But yeah, I mean, like, it was a good game. I played 3, and I played the most recent one. And both those games are great, but I don't think they're all that, in my opinion.
Green tea with the bad jokes. Oh, how dare you, Gilly?
Oh no, God of War slander. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I played whichever one came out for the PSP, but I think the main like appeal of the God of War games is that it's just so like raunchy and like violent and whatnot, and there's people that like enjoy that.
Like super
which,
macho, yo. It's just like this big
Yeah.
buff dude with no shirt just tearing God's
Testosterone
heads
like
off and
fucking
Yeah.
stuff.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like testosterone like every single corner of the map of the game.
yeah, like it's just such like a like. It's kind of like I don't know, like certain like comedians or whatever. Not gonna say any names on the air in case Louis C.K. sues me. But
What the fuck is that?
yeah, exactly. Like whenever people like make jokes or like they say like I'm gonna say something, but like, and it might like I'm gonna tell it like it is and blah blah blah, and it's just like alright, it's like people are like oh I have dark humor, and then they're just racist. But it's just like that type of thing. Like God of War is just like I'm gonna be so over the top and in your face and fucking bloody and there's some tits and it's like all right, fucking what's happening? Like, but is the story good? Like oh you're killing all the gods. Okay, like it's kind of like, is this necessary and does it add to gameplay? No. Then why is it here? Like, what was the creative decision that it was like, yeah, like we're gonna have fucking like I remember this one puzzle where it's like you had to like trap this girl in a fucking chain thing to hold the door open, and then it fucking kills her and like it like decapitates her, but like of course she's wearing a dress that's like barely covering it. It's like what is this? If it
I
was
was just gonna bring that up. That whole scene was just so unnecessary. Like, so basically, there was just like this gear thing to open this door. But in order to keep the door open long enough for him to pass through, he needed something like to jam in there, and he just took this woman and just like stuffed her into the gear. So like the door would close slowly, and he'd have enough time to go through.
Yeah, and it was like bruh. Like the only game that I think pulls off like over the top violence because it becomes like so much so that it's just like silly is like Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat like was built on that like 3 years ago. Ooh, 3 years ago.
Their whole gimmick. I mean, at this point.
And it's so like it gets so ridiculous that it's like, all right, like I'm not gonna throw a fucking hat at somebody and their head's gonna come off. Like that's kind of like that's silly. Which is also
Or
like
get nut punch so hard their fucking testicles explode.
I mean,
Let's go.
that could happen.
I was watching a video about someone talking about God of War 3, and spoilers to anybody out there who's not played God of War 3. I haven't either, but I know about it. One of the best mechanics in the game he talked about was the quick time event with I think Poseidon, and what you do is like it's at the end of the fight with Poseidon. You click down on both of the on the joysticks.
You like
And
purple nurple one?
yeah, you take out his eyes, basically, with your
Yeah, like that's so like good. Like, yes, that's like immersive, but like, do you really want to oh damn, I never really wanted. I wonder what it's like to just like pop someone's eyeballs in. Let's play God of War and find out. It's just like, I don't know. That's
Because like the guy that talked about it in the video, like he's the kind of guy who hates QuickTime events, but he said that's one of the best QuickTime events he's actually played because of that certain scene. And
Yeah, that guy is secretly a serial killer.
Probably.
I will say. I was gonna say for the second half of this, we can talk about fucking mechanics we don't like. Spoilers, QuickTime events. We'll get to that.
I mean,
I don't mind them. I like them.
I think they work sometimes. You
Look at
just have
the
to know when to put them. Like, I think the QuickTime events in Spider-Man weren't bad. Like, they gave you enough time, and it made everything feel more cinematic and more immersive. But I mean, there's some that they're just out to fuck you. So they'll give you half of a half second to fucking press the button, and then you're there all day trying to fucking get it, and it's like, I just want to play the game.
I hate I guess we're doing this now. I don't like games where it's like, like Spider-Man makes sense. Also, because Spider-Man's like so fucking fast and spider senses, so like sees everything in like a slowdown thing. So that it makes sense. But games where it's just like, why is this? Like, I remember playing. Exactly. Forget the example I was about to say. That's the one. Resident Evil 4 QuickTime events, like, you just get fucking bodied for fun. And it's like, bruh, what is this? Or, the absolute worst QuickTime event, and fucking company, I swear to God, if you're listening to this, Asura's Wrath, where the fucking Asura's Wrath and Shadow of Mordor. The final bosses were QuickTime events.
Wasn't Asura's Wrath the entire game a QuickTime event?
Mostly. Like, you could do some stuff, and then there were QuickTime events, and you could do some stuff. But it's like, fucking read his mind. It was so aggravating. But it's just like, you do all this stuff, you do all these skills, you fucking get all this cool stuff, and then in Shadow of Mordor, you get to fucking Sauron, and it's just like, you want to press some buttons and kill him, and it's like,
X to win.
like, what was the point? And then I want to play Asura because you got to fight Akuma, bless. And then to make it worse was that fucking you, Asura's Wrath, they're like, oh, we're sorry for fucking making our ending shit. Here's some paid DLC. And it's like, And then Shadow of Mordor did that too. They're like, yeah, you're right. You want to buy this fight to really fight Sauron? It's like, it's like, how low do you think of me? Like, is this real life? Yeah, awful.
I would say QuickTime events definitely work in the kind of games where they play out as movies. Like the one game that comes to mind when I think of that is Until Dawn.
Yeah, that was good.
Ever played Until Dawn? Yeah, Until Dawn was definitely perfect for QuickTime events. It was more of it was very rushed. It was scary. I'll admit, I did scream a couple times, and then you're on the edge of your seat, trying to see what button you press next. If you press the wrong one, that character could die.
Yeah. No, I mean, those people, the people who make those games, I think they found a very good formula with making those type of games, and then getting some type of known actors in the games. I remember playing Man of Medan, which was also pretty good. It was a short one, but it was pretty good. The QuickTime events were I mean, they were easy enough, but again, you miss any one, and that could be the character's life and stuff. But I think it definitely works in that kind of situation.
Oh, like they would die and the story would still progress?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sick. See, that's really sick.
Yeah.
That sounds super immersive. Like, you can kind of feel their life slipping through your hands, and it's like, fuck, did that really just happen? Oh,
yeah.
man.
You said Heavy Rain as well. Heavy Rain is
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, Heavy Rain is amazing.
If you have not played Heavy Rain, play Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain's one of those games I've only played.
Telltale games are good. Some of them are good.
I've played Heavy Rain. Sorry.
Very good. The Walking Dead one is pretty good. And then, Life is Strange. Really fucking good.
The one with all the fairy tales is also really good. I forgot the name of it. But it's he's a wolf, and he's a detective, and they're murdering all the fairy tale characters around town and stuff. forgot the name of that.
Is it Wolf Among Us?
Wolf Among Us. There you go. That one's so good.
I just looked over in chat and was like, I think I know it. No help involved, you know?
Yeah, Gilly coming in clutch right now with the names.
Hey, Gilly knows a lot, man.
Or that, or they're just like, they're doing like speech search. Like listening to what we're saying, and then it's like going into Google, and Google's like all over it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, let's say Heavy Rain. I've only played vicariously through the internet. I've watched like videos, and I see it like on countdowns. I'm like, wow, this game looks great. It's been spoiled to hell for me, but I'm like, maybe if someone like fucking has like a fucking download code or something, and it's like, hey, you want to play Heavy Rain for free? I'm like, maybe eventually I'll finish that.
Jason.
Oh my god, that was such a meme, yo. Jason.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what's happening?
So good.
Where's that coming from? Am I having a stroke?
I mean, I'm kind of smelling toast, so maybe. Yeah.
Did you get that KFC system? He's got like a grilled cheese going next to you.
I can't believe that's actually a thing.
I'm so excited about that.
Console system. Oh my god.
I want to make fried chicken while I play games.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a super powered PC that uses the heat to warm up your chicken. I mean, it's genius marketing.
Which makes me think if, like, back in the day where Colonel Sanders and Carl Sagan were still alive, because Carl Sagan wrote a manuscript for a video game he wanted to make. And then Colonel Sanders was like, you know what? I should make a system for that game. And I wonder if, like, Colonel Sanders and Carl Sagan were both, like, the big brains of that generation.
Or did they just, like, reanimated them and, like, had to make it? You had some good ideas. We got a necromancer. They're going to make it happen.
Wait, hold on. We got Goro187. It says, can you please ask Lightning in the Corner about his tweets on murdered turtles coming on the mainland from the island of Turtalon? He was posting photos he claimed to have bought from a ship on a black market. They showed turtles with lasers attached to their heads. What?
Yo, I'm gonna go. I think my brain just broke by hearing that. What?
Who is this? What is going
Lightning,
on?
who is this person? Lightning's face. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Okay.
Yep. And
Right, okay, so...
Interesting.
First it says they
my ham on rice sandwich daily in the
Yeah, so I don't, who?
Lightning
What?
fully confirmed?
this person needs to get banned?
Possibly?
This guy trolled.
Yeah, I would time them out. I have no idea who that is.
Right, let's time this guy out.
Yeah.
This person out.
That was weird. And then he dropped the follow-up blast. Oh, man, what a time to be alive.
Alright, I guess thank you. You're timed out for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. Slide in my DMs or something? I don't know.
I had a bit of a stroke reading that. I was like,
Yeah, I'm
What
like,
the
what?
fuck? Like, anyway.
it looked like a copy pasta.
Yeah, I was like, that's when it was like, oh no. Anyway.
Lightning, were you,
Oh man, what a.
were you a bully in elementary school?
What do you mean was?
True, actually. You know what? A lot of stuff is making sense to me now.
Yeah.
Maybe, I feel bullied. Do you feel bullied?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do y'all feel thirsty?
No.
Chat, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, chat, please.
Chat, you know what's up. Do it.
I can't do it 2 nights in a row. I'm gonna die.
You,
I can't
you
drink.
know this is all for 3 of us.
I can't drink this much water.
If they,
That's for all of us.
Lightning's still
dehydrated,
bullying.
all 3.
Yeah.
Billy's right on it. All right, cheers.
I'll keep hydrating with coquito. Cheers.
It says hydrate, not dehydrate.
It's so thick. That's what she said.
I mean, I feel like multiple people would have the similar opinion about Coquito.
Lightning's still bullying elementary kids.
You know it.
That's what
That's
you do.
funny.
That's
Yeah,
why
right.
you go to a near elementary school to go bully.
Just
Right.
preparing them for real life.
Like,
So,
I bullied all these kids already to bully some other kids. They ain't got no lunch money left. Like, didn't your parents get a stimulus check? I'm like, oh, they spent it already. $600 only goes so far on OnlyFans.
Sorry, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, we got off track.
Oh. Yo, honestly, I can't get the idea of turtles with lasers on their backs out of my head.
Honestly, not a bad idea. All I can think about is that Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like the turtle.
Catapult turtle? The turtle with the catapult. Fuck. Take out the flotation device. That was like
Throw me a lifeboat.
the most bullshit but funniest thing ever on that show. Real quick, original Yu-Gi-Oh! First series, Duelist Kingdom, masterpiece. Whoever wrote that script, it's like the stupidest shit possible, but it's like, yeah, it's anime, it works. Homie's about to throw himself off a castle because he's fucking about to lose a game. Like, seems legit. That's anime.
Originally, it wasn't supposed to be about a card game. It was just supposed to be about games. Like, people would just, like, die playing games. Like, the loser would just die.
Oh, I've read the manga. I remember one where it was like,
There's a Shonen Jump I got as a kid where they showed Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was the manga version of Yu-Gi-Oh, and that was the original version. It was just the games. Like there was like a dice game, there was a card game, and then
my favorite was the
contraption where if you lost this game, like the floor beneath you collapses and then you fall down.
My favorite was the
Shadow Realm.
yeah,
There was no Shadow Realm. It was just that.
Afterlife.
Like, Shadow Realm was invented for Americans, yo. There is no Shadow Realm.
Don't worry, Casey, go to the Shadow Realm. You might come back.
There is no Shadow Realm in Ba Sing Se. Here we are safe. Here we are free. Yeah, I can't get over those turtles with lasers. Yeah, there was one game. They're like Caramel Dance in these quotes, where it was like a stack of money and a knife, but you had to like put the stack of money on the back of your hand, and however much like money you can stab through, like you could keep. But it was like if the other person stabbed more money, then you don't get to keep any money. So like fucking Yugi's like playing the dude, and the guy like goes to stab, and he stabs right through his fucking hand. And I was just like, bro. I was like, I would have been like, yeah, it's okay. You can send me to the Shadow Realm now. It's fine. Yeah, what a wild time.
That's what I say to people who have body in Smash.
Yeah, I'll never get over this meme I saw. It was like Joey from the Game Boy Color game where it's like, Shadow Realm, I'm from Brooklyn. It's like, alright. Alright.
Dude, what's the 4Kids version of Yu-Gi-Oh, man? That casting of Joey.
Nah, the voice director needs to go to jail, yo. I don't know what like, how do you look at Joy and think Brooklyn? Like, what?
That guy needs to go up to the top. What are you talking about? Also, whoever wrote the first opening to the 4Kids version of One Piece.
Yo, absolute banger.
That's a slapper. Yeah, it's a banger, dude.
And they kept adding onto it, and I was just like, amazing. Y'all really doing God's work.
Like what, Chopper before they got cut, right?
I mean, I just started watching One Piece like a month ago.
I'm gonna play it through my head.
I don't know.
Going through the files in his mind.
Yeah, they got to Chopper, and then they were like, that's enough.
Yeah. It's like Sanji had like a lollipop instead of a cigarette and all that.
Oh, good old censoring.
Oh, that's right. Yo, all the censoring that they do for the American version of things is so dumb. I feel.
I don't get it, man. I really don't get it.
Interesting. One
It's
Piece,
like America, I just don't fucking get as a whole as like where the censorship begins and where it ends.
Yeah.
Like I remember, you guys remember the movie Kick-Ass that came out like years and years ago?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's what introduced me to Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. And it was like a brutal superhero movie, right? But like there's like a character played by Chloe Grace Moretz. I think her name was Hit Girl or something. And
oh, right.
I forgot how old she was. She was like 13 or 14, but she was cussing like a sailor, right? In the movie. Yeah. A lot of people had a problem with that, but nobody had a problem with her killing and chopping limbs off while blood is spewing from her enemies. I'm like, holy
Well, yeah.
Crap.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can't, like,
But-
yeah. You gotta keep it under control. Like, you can fucking, you know, cut and maim or whatever, but, like, can't go to school, like, swearing at your teachers. Like, come on. They're working hard. Like, they don't get paid enough. You know, fucking...
Second nature in America is like it's whatever, you know.
I saw this tweet. Remind me after, because I'm not, it's the most, like, yikes thing I've ever read. But, yeah, I'll tell y'all later. Just remind me, though. Remind me about, like, school in America. It's pretty funny. And if anyone heard that, they're like, what's he talking about? You just Google it, like, that meme, and you'll find out what I'm talking about.
And what's up? Thank you for joining the stream. She says America's too immature and it's second nature. Absolutely, I definitely agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a young lady should not swear while she's beheading someone. It's like, fair.
I'm actually like trying to remember of all the other censored things in like anime. Like I know there was a couple times in Yu-Gi-Oh where a character had a gun and they would it's just the finger pointing.
You're coming with us. It's like
as a kid you watch that and you don't even question. It's like that seems right. But like now it's like what the fuck? Why is he pointed at his head like that?
My thing, I was like, all right, Seto Kaiba's definitely from Harlem, and I was like, he could definitely body both these guards. And I was like, why does he just get up and snuff him? And then I was like, there's supposed to be a gun there. That makes sense. You don't want to try to snuff two guys with guns. That don't work out too well.
The censored version as a 10-year-old, you go to school the next day, you think it's fucking cool. Like, listen, man, this is what I'm gonna do to you. Like, keep doing that, pointing.
Don't you bully me, man.
Kids be like, you need this? And like hands it to you, and you're like, shit.
And all of a sudden, like, you release a spirit blast to like Yu Yu Hakusho, and then you're just like, what the fuck, man?
Amazing.
That's a great anime, by the way.
Oh, so good.
Speaking of school and math class and tangents. I was like, how did we get here? And I was like, this is the most wild tangent we've ever gone on. Before we get too far down the anime rabbit hole, unless y'all want to just go down the anime rabbit hole, game mechanics. I was like, how did we get here?
Yeah, what are those games?
I was like, wait a minute. I like looked over.
Mechanics?
Games about mechanics?
Make sure it's not mechanics.
No comprendo.
Anyway, mechanics, yeah.
No fucking 9-15. Niche 15? Terrible. Who else in the chat speaks German? One of y'all correct me. I just don't understand. There's no understanding. Terrible. Whatever.
Any German speakers in chat?
Waits. Chat viewers like quadruple. Everyone shows up, tells me I suck. Yeah, he speaks German. Fun story, unrelated because we like tangents apparently. So at my old job, I was ringing up customers because that's what we did. And one of my friends, she comes over and she's like, "Oh, I just rang up this lady." Because I'm like, "Oh, I had a total. Total was like 100 on the dot." She was like, "Oh, I rang somebody up and their total was like $99.99." And I was like, "Were they German?" And then she looks at me real confused and she's like, "No." And then I just started dying. And I was like, "Yeah, no is the funniest answer. Yes is also funny." And then I explained to her. She had no idea. So after I explained to her that 9 means no, she started fucking dying. I had to like take a minute to kind of just like gather herself. Because like,
The only thing sad the bad jokes.
Oh, brother, this guy. Need that sound clip.
I was just watching the VOD, or watching that clip you tagged me in with the fucking smellometer, and I was just dying. Like, we're so dumb. Like, I forgot about the fucking... I couldn't process last time what you meant, but like, I realized you like put on a nose piece and then you smell them and then the thing goes up, and I was like, that's pretty good. Yeah. It's like, nah. I was telling my friend about the Smash tournaments at home still smelling. And it's like, how? You don't gotta go nowhere.
Well, I mean, that's why now they really don't have a reason to shower.
How many episodes in a row is gonna be just destroying Smash players? There's gonna be a segment just
I'm
like,
all for it, dude. I'm all for it. I'm a Smash player myself.
He's like, I'm a Smash player.
Destroy them.
And he's like, hold on, I gotta shower before we start the podcast. He's like, can't.
Episode.
Just be like, can't include me in that. I just got out the shower. Okay, I see you. Amazing.
Yeah. So lightning, game mechanics. What other game mechanics do you enjoy in video games? Like besides the
All
double
of them.
turbo, what's something else that you really enjoy?
So something I really like, which comes up in two games that we all know pretty well. Monopoly. No, hate Monopoly. Um, uh, various means of combat, I want to say. Like diversity in combat through different characters, per se. Not necessarily characters. Like, it's not like, oh, this is my mage, and this is my fucking warrior, and this is whatever. Pretty much the two games that I'm thinking of are Persona and Pokemon because they both use the same battle mechanic. It's just Thor's not called Pikachu. There's a really great picture though of Pikachu photoshopped with Thor's outfit, and it's top tier.
Nice.
But yeah, I like the idea of being able to use different, like being able to change up the diversity. Like you don't have to go like change your class. You don't have to fucking do this whole thing where it's like, oh, I've been playing like in Fire Emblem. It's like, oh, I've been playing as a brawler for 12 hours, and now I think I want to cast spells. So now I have to like change my proficiency and do this thing. But then also like Pokemon or Persona or nope, can't make a portmanteau of that. Perkamon, got there, forget it. They let you like that ability to like change on the fly and just like adjust to your battles. You're welcome, by the way. Being able to like adjust Pokesona, yeah, that one's okay. That one sounds like a game. it's like a Japanese board game. Involves a lot of marbles for some reason. I don't know, odd. But yeah, just being able to like change on the fly and stuff like that. Being able to adjust to your situation as needed, and then also like whether or not you kind of came prepared. Like if you go into like the bug gym leader and you're like, got this, and you got 6 grass types, you get fucking destroyed, and you're like, well, I deserve that. And then like Persona, if you're like you face a boss and it's like, wow, they're using a lot of electric attacks. Let me bring like all my fucking ice or like using a bunch of fire attacks. Like, I bring all my fucking ice like Persona. That sounds smart. And then you get fucking bodied because they keep getting one mores on you, and it's like, maybe that wasn't a good idea. And it's like, all right, they have fucking one mores and crits, and then you lose, and you're like, well, that was stupid. And like that could have been prevented. And just like that idea. What was you saying?
So like basically games that have like, I mean, in layman's terms, like a rock paper scissors type of mechanic where you can have something that beats a certain type of enemy or a certain type of physical ability that a character or enemy has. That's what you're talking about. Basically,
Yeah,
right?
it's probably more like rock paper lizard Spock. Rock paper lizard. Rock paper scissors. There we go. That's the one I couldn't remember. I was like, one of these is missing.
Like a weakness to everything. You need to find out which one.
Yeah, like some things have that, or in some games it's like in Pokemon, like when you have like normal types. Like normal types they have one weakness, one immunity, and they're not strong against anything. But it's like such an interesting it kind of like falls to like back of your brain like yeah, normal types whatever. But then like you're playing and it's not very effective against like 3 things, 3 rock, steel, just 2. So yeah, like 2 not very effective, 1 immunity, 1 weakness, and it's just that kind of thing. Like it has like the diversity of like like this does this, and these things have like their upsides and their downsides and whatnot. And if you're unfortunately an ice type, you have 7 weaknesses. Shout out to Obama Snow having the most amount of weaknesses with a ×4. No, Parasect, just kidding. Parasect has a ×8 weakness. Fuck, you get destroyed like that. Like, why? Oh. But yeah, being able to do like that kind of like figuring out like, oh, I have this to take care of this, and if they bring my weakness, then I can go to this thing, and then that thing beats this, but then I go back to my first one, and just like that kind of being able to, I guess it's just a big rock paper scissors, but with 12 or 18, depending on which game you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think that.
Also like the mechanical abilities as well in both games, Pokemon and Persona. So say like you got like Gengar's sleep hypnosis, and then you probably fall asleep and you got Green Meter later on.
Oh, like status moves?
Yes, that.
Gotcha, yeah.
And same thing with Persona as well. There's also a move like we can have use this move called Arena, which makes the opponent fall asleep. And then you can either use a physical move like Gun or just a light attack, and it does
Oh, yeah. Those are the, like, this thing plus this other thing I can do later. Not even necessarily just, like, strengths and weaknesses. They just kind of, like, apply. They did that in Pokemon with the pledges. Like, the pledges are, like, base 50 moves and they're kind of bad. But, like, if you have two Pokemon and one uses a pledge and one follows up with another pledge, it adjusts, its priority gets adjusted on the speed thing. So, like, if they were going to go last, they now go right after the other one. It gets a boosted ability, and it makes, like, a terrain effect. Like, one of them makes, like, a swamp. One of them fucking does whatever. Sometimes you have to hydrate.
Sometimes we have to hydrate. Pinky's out, guys. Pinky's out.
Gripping my Gatorade too hard. Can't pinky out.
I love that we're messaging each other, like, well, today I was like, make sure you refill your waters just in case my chat comes after me and tries to drown me.
Uh-oh.
Retaliation for winning all those Jackbox party games last night.
Hey, man, it hurts to have a brain this big, man. It hurts to have a brain this big.
Does it hurt to drink more water?
I mean, probably a beer, but yeah, you know. Thank you, Lightning.
No problem. 5 head. At first I thought that 5 was an S, like short for like shithead. I was like, wow, damn. I was like, all I did was redeem some points. God damn. And then I realized that's not the case. And everything's okay. Bambino, Green Team. What type of mechanics y'all like? We all like fairly similar games, but I feel like we do play some different things here and there. Still how many tactics games I play. What type of mechanics y'all like? What do y'all like to see? What's something you like to see come up in a game? You're like, this is it. This is why I'm staying.
Like any mechanic at all? Like any game mechanic?
Yeah, like any game mechanic. Like, ideally something that comes up across multiple games. So like if you play 10 games, and 4 of them had like this one mechanic. It doesn't even have to be like the core mechanic. Like it doesn't have to be like the same combat system, even though it could be if that's what you really like. But it could be like a particular mechanic that may or may not come up in different games. That you're like, I played all these 10 games and they're about the same game, but these 4 that had this mechanic were the ones that really pulled me. You're like, yeah, I love this so much, I'm playing this forever and ever.
Alright, so definitely Ragdoll mechanic from Elvis.
I'm not familiar with that at all. Ragdoll like
what?
When they fly off and
Yeah, when you get like knocked out like far, like a home run, whatever.
Yeah, that shit's amazing.
Your
Okay.
arms are flailing and shit. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like some type of ability you do in that game. Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Wait.
You could.
Have you never played Skyrim?
Yes, I have. But I mean, I think a game that does the ragdoll physics, a little bit better might be like GTA 5. I don't know if you ever gotten into a car and did first-person view and just like run over people. The ragdoll mechanics on that are way better. Just seeing them try to grab onto the hood and stuff is fucking hilarious.
I think it's like throw physics out the window. It's like, this is great.
For a serious notion though, a game mechanic I'd love to see more is Breath of the Wild mechanics. Like the whole world, as in like where everything moved and how like they had everything realistically, like moving down like you roll a boulder down a hill and hits an enemy like right.
So the exact opposite, where physics is
The
like
exact opposite, basically.
they got like 8 physicists in the room making while they're testing the game. Like, I don't think it would do that. Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming you guys play Breath of the Wild. Like that game is fucking amazing.
Did you really just say that?
I did.
Do you not remember last week when I was like, hey, someone fucking get me Breath of the Wild? Because I still haven't played this game yet. And you're like, yeah, I'm sure y'all played fucking Breath of the Wild. Everyone's played Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild.
I don't remember everything, alright? I don't remember everything. I'm sorry.
Works. I've been thinking about getting it recently, though. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Please get it. But that
Get it
game-
for me. Chat, tell Green Tea to buy me Breath of the Wild.
We're gonna have to like start a GoFundMe for Lightning.
If
go,
everyone-
go fund Lightning in the Corner to buy Breath of the Wild.
If everyone watching this right now donated $2, I'd be like $20 closer to getting Breath of the Wild. It'd be like half off for me.
Yo, drop the PayPal link.
Email address is.
Yeah, but definitely Breath of the Wild mechanics. That game became my favorite Zelda game of all time. And
I dig it.
You blew Ocarina of Time out of the water for me. Wow.
It blew Ocarina of Water out of time.
It came out in Japan. Ocarina of Water.
Ocarina of the Water Temple.
That's why it's blue.
The most atrocious Zelda game of all time.
Oh, man.
Water.
Amazing. Is it fun?
Anyway. Yeah, but definitely it blew Ocarina of Time out of the water for me. I can't fucking stop talking like that.
Oh, amazing.
Saporo's getting to him.
It is getting to me.
It's like, oh no. In like 20 minutes, it's just gonna be the can talking. What the hell?
Can.
This is gonna be like.
But yeah, that game, just like the mechanics of it, like especially that, the other for sure, like I felt like whatever I could do, like I put stuff on top of things, or I could throw stuff at like other enemies and plan like, kind of like, I don't know, like a booby trap, like Home Alone kind of shit in that game.
So, you like it because you can pick things up and put them down?
Yeah, sure. Well, we'll put it like that.
Just
Yeah,
checking.
why not?
Just checking.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
making sure I heard that right.
To like a Planet Fitness commercial.
Sure, you can't say that. You can't say that online. They're gonna sue us.
Oh shit, my bad.
I'm about to end this chat like right now.
It just ends the call. It's just two of us. Like, all right,
Fucking bastards.
all right, we're taking over.
Another game
Amazing.
mechanic. Another game mechanic definitely be Persona mechanics for sure. Like what you just said about like
The combat options.
RPG and all that. Yeah, the combat mechanic. The menu UI in Persona is so quick and so like smooth. It's probably one of the smoothest UIs I've ever seen in a game.
The mistake I made, like all the time, whenever I want to check my confidants, I always click Persona instead of confidant. I'm just like, that's not right. Like every time, I'm just like, oh.
That too. The confident ability has been Persona games for a while, but definitely more confidant abilities because I love the fact that where you rank up with confidant, you build a relationship with people outside. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
It was like, you're getting you're getting to them territories. Shoes are starting to get wet. Hold on.
I'm not. Don't worry. Bambino, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, come on.
You know me. I'm good at not telling anything like that. But the more you build relationships with confidants, like the better you do in battles and everything. So I love that mechanic very much.
This is true. That's all I'm gonna say.
And this speech Persona. That's it.
Low key, like every JRPG, because this is where they do it. Like all the like, all right. Excuse me, first of all, Chad, I don't learn something new about me. This ain't new. All the like dating sim and like dating sim adjacent like things. Every game, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, like whatever.
Oh.
Like the Yakuza fucking club thing where it's just like you need to like see people. Like best part of like when Bambino was streaming that was like my favorite stuff to watch. I'm like, yeah, like it's kind of like the Drake meme where it's like, or the Jordy from Star Trek, because Drake's a mess. Where it's just like the fucking, it's just like, oh, kicking some dude's ass in the alleyway, fucking making sure your girls are fucking having a great time. Like, love it. And like Fire Emblem, when you have to like talk to people, it's like, hey, got some gifts. No, is this yours? I found this. Like, oh, now we have a better like rank thing. And it's like always like people. I mean, like we're not gonna talk about fucking how they don't program, like they only program like heterosexual relationships, and it's like, come on, y'all fucking me up here. Can't be out here being this handsome and I can't date you. It's fucked up. But like, yeah, Fire Emblem, like certain character, like if you're
On Three Houses, right?
just like all of them, I think. Like you can only get an A rank with like certain people. I think it's people of whatever, like the same gender you pick, and then like the opposite's all the S's. I see. Let's play that game some more then. Be walking around with just like everyone I bagged. It's like, yeah, what's up?
You haven't seen that?
I haven't really looked. I've seen them mostly just like try to get like in the last game I had. Like I was certain people were just like not like I couldn't get the S with them, and I was like, okay, whatever, fucking, is S stand for straight? I'm like, fuck this. And but yeah, like all the like relationship building things and stuff like that, like those are always just like incredible mechanics. So it's like this is so good. Like fucking every game needs to be this. Notably, I don't like The Sims. I'm just like, this ain't it. SimCity though, 12 out of 10. Yeah,
I don't like Sims. I don't like Sims either.
dating mechanic in any game or any sort of something like that, fucking impeccable. Like that's just like peak game design, never change. Yeah, shit's great. Like any sort of like, let's see, it says I like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and how different party members help with exploration, and the combat system was simple but still required strategy. Yeah,
It did, yeah.
that actually was such like a huge thing that I loved about that game, was so impactful that I stopped playing Origami King. Like I don't think that game's good. Like I got to like the second or third one, I'm like, yeah, it's very like, If I ever run out of games I need to play or like want to play, I'll be like, I'll like blow off the digital dust and like play it again. But I was playing, I'm like, this game's not like, this is like very, it doesn't, there's nothing to pull me in. Like the combat is all like it's an RPG, but like you don't level up, you don't fucking get more stats, you don't get like anything. There's no point to like grind for anything. Like the grind doesn't exist because there's no stats to gain. There's no whatever. It's like you're a little more powerful now. Like how powerful? Tell me. Yeah, it's just a puzzle game that they've like masqueraded, and fucking it's just like you want me to think it's this great RPG that I play. Like Thousand Year Door is one of the greatest games I ever played. I'm like, this game's fucking incredible. But then they made Origami King, and it's like, and then we're not gonna talk about the one for the weeks. I never got to play that one, but it looked cool. You just got to turn into an airplane, and I was like, hell yeah.
That was pretty good.
But yeah, Origami King was just like, this ain't it. Like, yeah, it's just not. Like, all the reasons I would play Paper Mario, it's just not there. So I was like, this game's kind of ass. Like, this ain't it. And, most importantly, doesn't have a fucking dating sim. So, like, what am I even doing?
Yo,
Terrible.
Not date Vivian in Thousand Year Door? What the fuck, man? That's all I wanted.
Wait, but don't you play as Mario in those games, and isn't he already attached to Peach? Or
Yeah, and your point is?
okay, well, hey, listen, I'm sorry, my bad. Yo, what she don't know don't hurt her, I guess, huh?
The thing is, Thousand Year Door was like the classic RPG. And the thing about Paper Mario games, like they actually came from the RPG, Super Mario RPG, The Legend of the Seven Stars, which I've heard was a great game. I never played it, but I need to. And I think N64 Paper Mario, by the way, Gilly, really good game. Definitely play that one. Thousand Year Door was amazing. I felt like Thousand Year Door had like the greatest story to it because you got to explore pretty much the whole world.
And a door.
Yeah, and a door. Yeah, and a big door.
Big door. Big door things.
Has some of the greatest partners, which I thought was one of Paper Mario's strengths was the partners. I love the partners in the games.
You know the thing, like the partners felt like I don't remember the first fucking partner, but they just felt so like bad and just like not important to anything I was doing. Or I was like, or like they would go to like in Origami King, like they would go to attack and then like fall over. It's like, bro, is this for real? Like this is.
You can't do anything with them.
Yeah, it's like this is a joke. Like, am I a joke to you? Like, yeah, that shit was just like not it.
One good thing about Origami King I loved was the humor.
Yeah,
Who wrote the humor in that game?
the script is outstanding. Gameplay, nah. I'd rather y'all like take back a joke every 30 seconds to give me like a good game. So I just like was not feeling it.
Also, screw Peach. I don't like Peach, man.
Hey.
Mario does so many things for her, and like the classic thing, like Peach doesn't.
She
do
keeps
anything
getting
Mario
kidnapped by Bowser.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
sucks.
it's fucking Stockholm syndrome. Is what I think it is.
Maybe Bowser's house is just like lit.
Mario doesn't get the hint. That's what it is.
Or
Like,
Mario
has he ever stopped? Has he ever just stopped and thought about why Peach keeps, getting captured by Bowser?
Mario Simpson, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe Bowser was able to get a PS5.
Mario. He's 25.
What?
Yeah.
Homie's a full-time plumber.
Like the franchise
Full-time.
or Mario himself?
Mario himself is 25 years old.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, this
Yeah.
guy's like 40 something. Yo.
He's not 25.
25-year-old grows a mustache like that, okay? It's just impossible.
I have a mustache. I can't grow it like that.
Not like my mustache would never get to Mario's like girth and thickness. It's a big boy mustache.
Going on the record as Bambino saying he could never match Mario's girth. Nice.
It's on the record.
Nice.
You can't.
Nice.
Listen,
Oh.
that guy has good mustache genes. What can I say? But that's not a 25-year-old. Get out of here.
Yeah, he's got those good
What is
genes.
mustache?
They're denim.
Sounds like a euphemism. It sounds like a euphemism.
Mustache jeans. Oh my god. Incredible.
Oh my god.
Bambino's dying. It's over. Everyone go home. Oh, we're all already home? Awful.
I agree with Gilly though. Exploring Mario's romance options would actually be fresh. I agree with that. I feel like there's Rosalina, and look at Rosalina.
There's Daisy.
like- Daisy, but that's Luigi, man. I don't know.
Is she?
That's why you need a dating sim. You gotta find
Luigi,
out.
maybe then, yeah. There's Daisy. There's Rosalina. There's
Bowsette?
Vivian.
Is Bowsette canon?
No.
Oh.
I think that's just Rule 34.
I feel like we shouldn't ever mention that on the internet in like a thing like this. But yeah, that's one of those like if you know, you know, and if you don't know, don't look it up. Anyway,
Look it up, please.
I do like the follow-up point.
Bowsette kind of thick.
I do like the follow-up point that Gilly brings up. So if supporting cast lacks in an RPG, it hinders a lot of things, in my opinion. Which I think is a very good
Going
point.
to the territory right here. Going out of bounds here, huh?
No, I'm not trying to take this conversation to spicy lane. So
We gotta change the
We're at now.
change the rating on the podcast.
We're,
Like,
we're past that. We're in spicy town now. I'm kidding.
Spicy
Let's go.
town.
Let's go.
wow, viewers went to 0. That was amazing. Nah, everyone left. Like I don't want to hear this. But yeah, definitely, it's definitely super important to have like the supporting cast in an RPG being like relevant or whatever. Because like it's definitely like if they're boring or uninteresting, which is usually the same thing because synonyms. Then I can definitely see that being an issue where it's like, I don't want to play this game because it feels like I'm just like rolling dolo the whole time. The characters aren't interesting, so it's like, why am I playing if everyone's ass? Like, it's just, yeah. So it's,
Origami King.
in like life in any RPG, but
I think Mass Effect. I don't know if you guys played that, but I think they did a pretty good job at making the supporting cast. I mean the original trilogy, not Andromeda, because that's a piece of shit. But the original trilogy, I think, did a
Holy
good
shit.
job at making these supporting characters pretty interesting. And then the romance options were also really, really good in that game. And just everything you did throughout all 3 games, like all the choices and them carrying on, to the sequel games, everything just felt important. And I just thought that's like one of the few RPGs that did it well throughout all three games. But yeah, I'm only bringing it up because I don't know anything about Mario because I only play like Smash and Mario Kart. But yeah,
I never played Mass Effect before.
it's a very good game.
we're gonna skip
I
past
always
that. He
hear-
never played Mario. What?
You play Mario then?
I Smash and Mario Kart and maybe like I don't know some of his other off like side games,
some
like
of his
maybe
guest
Mario-
appearances.
golf or something. I don't know. Just
Mario
like
Golf?
Yo,
Mario 64. I've never really gotten into Sunshine. Not either. Like I never really played any of the other.
yo,
Mario
Sunshine's
games.
like the best Mario. No, sorry, Sunshine's like the second best Mario game.
Mm.
Odyssey being the first.
For you, I think.
Oh, Odyssey. I think
Oh, yeah.
Odyssey is far and away the just like every other. It's like Odyssey, Sunshine, and then like every other Mario game. Odyssey's just like it's ridiculous. Like that's another.
That song?
Oof, yeah, that shit's.
That song?
Then you get to do it in New York with the. Oof. Stop.
Cherry Top King.
I forgot about that. That awoke memories in me that I forgot I had.
Like during that that whole scene during New Dunk City, I was about to cry.
Yeah, how is that?
During that scene.
Same.
During a Mario game? Wow.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can't say nothing. You've never fucking played Mario games. Do you even know who Mario is?
Are there any is there any dialogue in those games? Like, does Mario speak? Like, who's speaking in those games to
Everyone else?
I truly don't know because I don't play those games. So I just thought Mario didn't have a voice except for "It's a me, Mario." Like, I thought that was his only.
No, he also goes, "Oh."
Oh, also you need to, Bambino, do me a favor, play Mario 64, and when you get into the castle, don't do anything. Let Mario stand there for about 5 minutes until he falls asleep, and then you're gonna get a voice of Mario speaking in his sleep. And then you'll see
He's gonna be
what-
like, "Bambino, he a piece of shit.
I
You
like
don't
how
play my
that's the only
game."
dialogue for Mario in that entire game. Like, you just have to wait for him to go to sleep for him to start talking.
Bro, you played a Zelda game? Link don't talk. Link don't
Sleep?
talk. Link just
Link
never
doesn't talk
talks.
in his sleep. Well, he doesn't talk at all.
All he talks is, like that ain't fucking dialogue.
That's a award-winning fucking dialogue right there.
Get the fuck out.
But Sunshine is also my second favorite.
Yeah,
I know it's
Odyssey.
my first.
Gilly says Odyssey might be the best 3D platform I've ever played.
Hell yeah.
Which brings it to another point.
Praise.
Movement in a game is so important to me. Like games that let you like move well and like do shit. Like Odyssey lets you just fucking go nuts. Like you do whatever you want. Like when you start at the ground, it's like, hey, get to the top of the Empire State Building. It's like, all right, fuck, am I Spider-Man? And then you do like cool shit, doing the hat toss, get the extra jumps, and then when you start like going extra ham and like being able to like warp with the hat because I've seen some silly things.
Stupid. It's stupid, but it's so good. Like Bambino, watch like the people who play that game for hours on that.
Just watch the speed run.
Do the craziest trick. Yeah, watch
The speed run's like an
Watch,
hour.
the craziest tricks. It's amazing what they can do in that game.
I mean, I guess the thing for me with Mario games is that it's basically like you're just collecting stuff in that game, and I don't know if I necessarily find that interesting. Like collecting coins, collecting stars. Like I don't know, like that to me doesn't seem interesting. Like
I hate you so
I like
much.
games where there's story where I can get invested in. And I don't know. For me personally, like Mario that doesn't interest me. But yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
yeah, I mean it's not for everybody, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just not for me.
Try the
Try the
Paper
Paper Mario series then.
I
Okay.
agree.
So then that one has more of a story.
Yeah, it does.
I'll show you a story.
It's very campy. Obviously, it's Mario.
Yeah.
But I think it's still a really good story.
Right.
I would play 1,000 Year Door. Bambino first.
I would cry.
My suggestion. Definitely 1,000 Year Door. But.
just can't handle it. Just can't.
I mean, it's fine. Like I knew
It's
people
like-
who don't like Mario games, like the classic 3D platformer or 2D or even the 2D ones.
It's
Like,
hard 'cause it's like, yeah, just
I actually had a friend who actually despised Super Mario World back in school. And we don't
they
talk anymore.
grow up and
Wow.
fucking
Nah.
become a mass murderer.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, he's dead now. He's dead now, and I have no responsibility for that. It's like
No, I'm kidding. No, I was like, all right, that's fine. Yeah. But
exactly.
yeah, there are people who just, there are people that don't like kind of games. Like I definitely do not like, oh, what the hell? I don't like Call of Duty, honestly. But I'm assuming you and I, like Lightning and Bambino, we don't like Call of Duty unless you like Call of Duty, Bambino.
Gambino loves Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. I'm not like super into it where I have to play every day, but I mean like I play it obviously, but it's not something I play every day. I enjoy it.
I feel like the comparison between Mario and Call of Duty was just like reaching into a bag, just like pulling out a like. It's not like
Well, that's the thing. Like
Call of Duty?
and
The
Mario
fuck?
are both very popular games, right? And
Yes.
the person that hates Super Mario World loved Call of Duty. Like he played Black Ops 2 like for hours on end. He would not stop playing that game.
Nah, I can't play Call of Duty
Yeah.
for fucking hours on it. Like it's fun to get on there, have like two or three matches, you know, especially if you're doing good. But then after that, it's like, all right, it's the same shit over and over. You know, it's boring. Like again, I like games where the story is engaging. Like that's what keeps me playing, you know, hours on that. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
just-
a lot of times love GTA.
Fucking-
Others hate it. I love Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
I've never met anybody who hates GTA. Like how?
Yeah, neither have I.
Like that game is amazing. Oh my god, no.
Here we go. Here we go.
Of course,
And
Lightning.
We got Patient Zero in the house. We got
Exactly.
Patient Zero in the house.
So I played a shit ton of GTA 2, and I was like, "Ooh, a top down, this is cool." And then I saw like 3, 4, 4, 4, San Andreas, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. We're getting 5 again, right? Yeah.
Five is timeless.
That's what it's called at this point.
Just collect all 6 GTA 5s.
It's
and
timeless
take all
because
that.
there was like a Grand Theft Auto 5. They knocked out of the park, and it's so ahead of its time that they did a comparison recently between Cyberpunk and Grand Theft Auto mechanics, like the how they interact with real world stuff. Like in
Does
Grand
this
Theft
game
Auto,
crash
you
when you
tire
load it?
on
Yes.
a car, like the car deflates in Grand Theft Auto, right? Shoot a tire and like Cyberpunk, nothing happens.
No,
It's fucking indestructible.
Rockstar's production quality is above everybody else in the gaming industry. Like I don't care. Like their games are just so fucking well detailed, and for a game that came out like 7 years ago, this thing still holds up. Like it's a great game. Even the online is amazing for GTA. So yeah, like they're greedy. Because you know they've basically been feeding us this game for fucking 7 years and just concentrating on online. But their production quality is just like up here. Like that game
Yeah,
is
that's
great.
that's the exception right there because production quality is so great they don't have to rush for another sequel.
Right.
Not just yet. I know they're working on it right now, but
I believe they're already working on 6 now, but it will be a while before it comes out.
they've been working on online like quite a lot.
Yeah.
I know they came out like new stuff.
I mean, it makes so much money. Like, so I mean, I'm pretty sure these people make almost $1 billion a year just off online. It's just insane.
What has more versions, Skyrim or GTA 5? Notably, Skyrim is Elder
they
Scrolls
tied.
I
5.
agree with Bambino. I think they tied.
Well, no, wait. Skyrim, I think, is also on Switch. So Skyrim actually might win that one.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's no GTA on Switch.
That's true.
We have to try hard.
Where's my GTA on Switch, man? Oh wait, no, they have it, don't they? Don't they have a version of it?
GTA on Switch? I think if it ran on Switch, the Switch would probably blow up.
No, like San Andreas.
Yo, that's like the one reason I don't like. I've been thinking about like I don't know. I need to like see if my Switch is okay. So I feel like I play some games and the shit just like is slow, and I'm like, what is this? A fucking Game Boy Advance? Like, what's happening? Like, I'll try to play a game and it's just like lagging. The system just like can't keep up. And I'm like, well, what is this? Like,
Wait,
come
what
on,
game
baby.
specifically do you play where that you experienced that?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of games that I'll try to like move and it'll just like it's not as responsive. Animal Crossing has a huge issue. Like sometimes you put too much shit on your island, it'll like load as you walk towards it. It's like, bro, you're like, oh, there's nothing there. Then you walk and the shit loads, and it's like, bro, because it can only handle.
Cyberpunk is the same way, except it's like that the entire time.
Oh yeah.
But Animal Crossing never
It's the same,
crashes.
Like, there's less glitches in the console game, but there's still a lot of glitches that you notice so much in PC.
Yeah.
I saw this thing that apparently the game's gonna be like perfectly fine and like playable for everyone in like previous gen consoles by mid 2022.
Well, yeah, I was watching a video where they were talking about this whole controversy, and like there was developers saying that they thought the game was gonna be ready for publishing in 2022. So when they told them that it was coming out December of 2020, like people were like freaking out because they all knew it wasn't ready. So that's crazy.
I remember I was talking when our friends were playing Pokemon, and it was like, I was like, yeah, the game keeps getting delayed. Shit's gonna come out like, I don't know, 2025. And then my friend was just like, 2077. I was like, yeah, the joke was right there, and I missed it. Like, yeah, fuck that up. That game's just gonna get delayed for 50 years. It's whatever.
I just wish they took more time with it and actually released it in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff does feel like it's been cut out from that game. Like the different life paths don't even feel all that different except for like the beginning mission. So I feel like they definitely cut out a whole bunch of things from the game.
So Gaily talks.
Nomad feels different. I restarted the game and did Nomad. I love the Nomad path.
Like besides the beginning, there's other different things in there. You feel?
Yeah. There's like a couple characters that appear that you never interacted with before. But the thing is, it is kind of subtle that you don't really notice it. But I have. But like, there's a couple characters that have been there that don't appear, and then there's another one. I don't know. I have to go back and look at it, but yeah, I remember like, oh, who the fuck are you? I never ran to you my last playthrough.
Who's you? Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this? Oh yeah.
Can it brings up a good?
I can't wait to play that in about 6 months. I'm hoping it's gonna be a completely different game, and then the DLC hopefully will be out as well. And yeah, so it'll be a different experience hopefully. Yeah.
DLC ain't coming out till fucking 2050.
Well.
Speaking of games that are announced too early, if y'all remember, Breath of the Wild was announced like 15 years ago, and they were just like, "Nah, fuck y'all." Like Breath of the Wild was supposed to come out for this was to come out for like the Wii. They didn't give it a name. It was like, look at this new Zelda game, and there was like some gameplay. Shit was in development for like 12 years.
What?
Yeah, there was a game we were supposed to get on the Wii, and then we never got it. And it was kind of like, and it was supposed.
Development in 2013. It started 2013.
It was supposed to be a launch title for the Wii U, and then they were like,
back in like 2016, 2015. But then they delayed it more.
I think the Wii U came out in 2016.
Wii U came out in 2012.
The Wii U? No.
Dude, are you sure?
Somebody Google this.
I'm on it, because I'm the Google guy.
Gilly said another huge issue today is announcing games too early. I completely agree. Cyberpunk was announced in fucking 2013. 2013. I've been waiting for that game since it was first announced, and like they finally released it, and then this is the state we get it in. Like that's
a mistake.
terrible.
So apparently, yeah.
They hype it up so much, like there's that big chance, like if you let people down, like even just like a little bit, it's like a big downfall.
So the Wii U came out
on their ass right now about it.
Yep.
So the Wii U came out November 8th, 2012, which is 8 years ago. But yeah, so it was announced 11 years ago. Versus.
It was supposed to be made for a launch title. I don't remember that. I thought it was supposed to come out in like 2013, and it got delayed again.
They were like, "This shit ain't never coming out."
Trailer.
And then they were like, "Yeah, y'all never get in this game. I don't know what y'all think this is." And eventually they were like,
"Delayed it because it came out perfect."
Yeah, they're just like, "Fuck y'all. Y'all don't deserve this." It's like, okay. Jeez. Amazing. But yeah, that's just mad funny that it's like. Shit just got pushed back so far, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. Y'all just keep buying these ports we give you.
For the Wii U, but it was more for a Switch.
Yeah, it's like it came out for the Wii U like barely. It was like, hey, here's a Switch. Breath of the Wild's coming out, but yeah, it's gonna be great. It's like, what was that last part? Oh, the Switch is coming out. No, before that, we're announcing a new system.
Years in development.
Right in the middle. I mean, it didn't come out last year.
I mean, I find that super hard to believe because,
yeah, me too.
I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, only took about, I want to say, 8 years? 5 to 8 years, something like that. Because Grand Theft Auto 4 came out in 2008. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013, 2014. And, like, I feel like Grand Theft Auto is way more, like, detailed and dense.
Yeah.
Or more dense than Breath of the Wild.
Plus, Breath of the Wild was they were influenced majorly by Skyrim, and they wanted to, touch up on that. Skyrim came out when 2011, 2012.
Yeah, something like that.
Skyrim.
I don't think Breath of the Wild has been in development that long.
I mean, they had
LA Noire, and Max Payne 3 in that time. That's true. Yeah, but then again, Rockstar must have like a giant, like so many fucking like developers working for them because they can afford it. I don't know if like Nintendo's in the same. And I mean, I know Nintendo's a huge company, obviously, but I don't know if they have, the same amount of developers working for them.
Right.
No, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Y'all keep talking some shit. So if y'all hear me talking shit, you know why.
We definitely won't talk shit about you.
Yeah, I know.
fucking hell. God damn.
You believe this guy?
Fuck this guy. Totally kidding. I don't know, man. Like, shit. Now, Bambino, now I want you to stream Thousand Year Door. I want you to
Think
stream
I'm
Thousand Year Door.
is that on Switch?
Thousand Year Door? No.
Yeah, no.
I had to emulate it. But
There's gonna be somebody breaking down your door from Nintendo. Like what? You emulated it. Oh shit.
no, but like, I doubt it. They won't come out. Because the Thousand Year Door, I met Green Tea. Yeah, Gilly met me because of the Thousand Year Door. I was doing a stream at Thousand Year Door when I was come back to Twitch, and
Yeah.
I did this thing with I got the voice mod, right, and I want to do like a storytelling kind of thing with the stream. So every time it was like an old man character or a woman or a little girl character, I would change my voice on the voice mod to match that character. It was tedious. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually kind of tedious, but it was worth it. I really like doing it.
No, I'm sure everybody who's watching was definitely entertained by that. That's awesome.
Lightning came in one time and she's like, "You lost your mind, dude. You lost your mind."
I mean,
Yeah.
those are the type of things I think you have to do to grow on Twitch. You definitely have to be innovative. You can't just sit down and just play games and expect people to sit there and watch you and have your channel grow. I mean, your channel might grow. It definitely be super slow, but the more innovative you are, I think the better chance you have of growing your channel. So that's an awesome idea.
I feel like you also have to have a personality. If like, unless like you're like the most epic gamer of all time.
Right.
Unless that, you have to have a personality.
Yeah.
You can't have a personality of a brick wall. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you have to be interactive. Like I feel like you need to like have reactions. Like not like reactions are not like legitimate or whatever, but like
No, absolutely.
be yourself. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I've usually when I'm not streaming, I'll just go and like see other people who are streaming who have like who are just starting out, have low followers, whatever, and a lot of them don't really like interact with like if you write them something, they'll be like, oh, okay, thanks for coming, and then just concentrate on the game. And it's like, if you want to grow, you have to interact with the chat, even if it's I don't want to say fake, but just add enthusiasm to what you're doing, because if you don't, people are just gonna leave and your channel's never gonna grow. So yeah,
It's an entertaining job.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're basically an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's my favorite?
Huh?
When someone's in chat and they're like, "Hey, how are you?" And then you're like, "Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing today?" I'm just hanging out doing this, and just like they never respond, and it's like, cool. Guess I'll go fuck myself.
I mean, to be honest, like I was actually guilty of that the other day. I forgot to respond to somebody, but because my chat was actually moving at a fast pace,
Yeah.
that I was able to like respond to them.
But it's different.
I didn't see that.
It's different if you're the streamer and you like miss it because you have to fucking re-chat. But if like someone like in chat's like, if I'm like, "Hey, how's your like hey, like do you want to get coffee?" And you were like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good. Where were you thinking?" And I just like never respond to you, and it's just like, well,
Like,
what the fuck was the point of asking me? Like,
I hate that.
okay, so it's a similar thing.
Like, this is why this is one of the reasons why I moved down to North Carolina, right? And like, I'm not kidding.
Nobody knew when they wanted to get coffee. You're like, "Ah, fuck this, I'm out."
Oh my! So North Carolinians, they suck at making plans. Like, they're like the most flaky people you've ever meet. Like, I'll always try, except for Thuggin. Thuggin's awesome. But like, if you text somebody, and if like you're like, "Yeah, I want to get coffee," or whatever, they're like, "Yeah, what time?" Like, and then like you get no response. Exactly that. All the time. I get so fucking irked. And I moved here, right? And then I do that now, and I'm like, oh my god, they respond. They respond.
Hello, not Super 40.
Hello, super. Oh, I mean, not super.
Not super.
Keep it going.
The best part is not super, but they have an emote from your chat.
I know.
Oh, amazing.
God, I love that emote so much.
Man,
I'm so proud of that emote.
That's really good.
It's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, amazing.
That emote came from like a picture that was completely accidental. I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
It's like one of those photos where it's not the main focus, like that. It's like something you notice in the background.
You're like, hold up now.
And you zoom in on it, and it's right there. That's the emote I got.
nice.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But anyway, most North Carolinians are flaky. Fuck you.
You don't know? What the fuck is that? Is that a raptor? That's amazing.
I love that emote too.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this actually brings it to next question. What is the worst thing about Twitch to you guys?
Oh, so there's this
Worst thing
guy
about
I
Twitch?
follow, Green
Yeah.
Tea Wasted. Terrible. No,
The what?
I said this is
Oh.
yeah, Green Tea Wasted, awful.
He complains about North Carolinians. Like, fuck him, man.
The worst thing about Twitch. Really, this is bold. Talking some shit about the platform we're using. Nice.
Freedom of speech.
That's almost how that works.
This is like T territory.
Uh,
not pun intended, obviously. But
It's tough. I think about that meme you shared, which is like mad funny, where it's just like you saved my life, and it's like, bro, I'm literally an app with no discoverability. And it's like, yeah, like everything feels very, very lucky, and it's just like it's odd. Like it's kind of like like I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of just like
I just don't understand why they prioritize their biggest streamers like 100% of the time when you first come onto Twitch. It's like they already have this big giant audience, and they're gaining followers from YouTube, word of mouth, and all this other stuff. How about help people that are just starting out or whatever, or maybe you have like a minimum of, I don't know, 10 people already watching you, then promote those people so they can grow. But they don't care about that. So it's
like different.
It's really all on you to grow your community.
Like different, like this many people below this many viewers, and like this gap, and then this gap. Because there are definitely like some channels of like games that I like watching, and some chats that I've gone to see and whatnot. But I'll go to, and I just like leave because like chat's just like fucking scrolling like this, and it's like, well, there's no point. Like I'm not like I came here because the idea is kind of like it's very much like it's literally. It's literally like
Start the fire.
when I stream, it's like you're being like this is my home. I live here. Like it's not a fucking this isn't office somewhere. Like this is where I fucking live. Like I'm literally inviting you into my home. And so it's like, yeah, I'm fucking stream. I'm not gonna like juggle or anything, whatnot. But it's like, yeah, it is a certain level of like intimacy. Because yeah, it's not just like you can fucking see me, you can see whatever, you can see what I'm drinking, like you can see a bunch of stuff, you see my bookshelf. And you can like see a bunch of stuff, and like you can learn about people just from like literally looking at the stuff. Maybe people like see like plushies or something in someone's background and whatnot. But it's the thing that gets me, where it's just like, yeah, like you go to these spaces to find people like that, and you find sometimes like-minded folk. Sometimes you come across some things, and you're like, yikes. And then sometimes you just like you just kind of like, I'm just gonna scroll through here and just like click through a few channels or something for whatever, and just like see stuff. And this person has fucking 1,000 viewers. I'm like, all right, so that means they have like 8,000 followers and probably like 3,600 subscribers. I'm like, I'm not fucking wasting my time here. This ain't not like, oh, I'm gonna come in here and fucking see what's up. Like, nah, I'm gonna go in here, yell into the void a few times, and then it's like, this ain't it. And it depends, like, what they're playing or like what they're doing. Sometimes they're not playing. I've been thinking about checking out, like, when I go to add like categories or tags to things, it's like woodwork is like one of them. I'm just like, now hold up, this tag sounds like it might be lit. Let me go in there and see what's up. Or I talk about like building stuff or painting. Like I kind of want to see the stuff that's like not gaming to see how like those things line up. But it's also like it's tough and weird because it's just like, yeah, it's like it's all like it's a computer system, it's a database, so there's an algorithm in some way that's whatever happening, and the people that are doing the most are bringing the most eyes to the platform. So like from a business sense, I understand why they're promoting those people. It's like, hey, look at the people that are like bringing us internet traffic. And it's like, yeah, I guess like, but like it's hard. Like it's one of the things. It's like you can't really play like talking about like, oh, to like grow your channel stuff. You have to play like popular games, but like not too popular because then fucking there's some dude with fucking 8 million viewers, and you're like, there's not even that many fucking computers. Like what? How's everyone in the world on a computer watching this person? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like what? And it's just like emote only chat, and then it's just like going ham, and it's just like what's going on? And it's like, yeah, like it's weird. And if you play like a random fucking like niche game where you look and there's like, yeah, there's 8 people watching this game right now. They're all watching one person. You're like, oh fuck this, like that ain't it. Like what's happening? But yeah, it's.
Where am I?
Yeah.
I thought this was where you find green tea wasted merch. Funny as you mentioned. Well, today, here and today and only, this is our special promo ad. You can get your green tea wasted merch today. All right.
Is there a promo
That's all
code?
for me.
Here's the code
Should
wasted.
have, like, a phone number pop up on screen like 555.
Well, this number down below your screen.
877T now. 877T now. 877T now.
Oh
No,
my god.
You're welcome.
Was it JG Wentworth, right? Is that the? Yeah.
If I ever go into a coma, just like whisper that into my ear. Just go, JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. And I'm still like, open my eyes, and he's like, sit up, 877 cash now. That's gonna be great. Amazing.
And then
Yeah.
I'm just all like, JG Wentworth.
The worst is when you actually curse and then you, bam, I'm ahead of you, Gilly. I already have my Gatorade.
Oh, bam. All right.
Drown
Oh,
him. No, please don't.
See, I knew.
I beg of
I
you.
told you. I told you.
Super, you're a coward. You would never come in here and drown us.
Chat.
Superforce, thank you for the follow. Or not
Chat.
Superforce.
That's it?
Not-
That's all the points y'all got? You think I'm gonna get hydrated from that?
I told you because I won my games. Like now, my chat's gonna come after me, and you guys.
Great, now we
You
all have to
with me.
suffer now.
Yeah, you all have to suffer with me.
That's right. Okay, Thuggin. We got the Thirst Gang on deck.
Damn it, Duggan.
More.
Please, I didn't do
More.
anything. I'm not a part of this. Don't drown me.
Some sort of water masochist.
It's too late. You're part of this. You're part of the team.
Clear up my acne. Make my skin glow. It's just the it's just the claps with the fucking water. Bring the suffering here.
Bring the suffering here.
Joke's on you. I love hydrating.
So, things we hate about Twitch.
Oh, Twitch. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in summary, discoverability.
I feel like the small time streamers being drowned out by the big time ones, for sure.
It's so hard to find, like, if
sure.
there's a specific game that you want to see, but you want to find a small streamer, like, the amount of scrolling you have to do, it's insane. You can't even, like, search by lowest to highest viewer, which is also, like, why? Like, that's so dumb. But,
But you can't? I thought you could.
No, you can do from highest to lowest, but I'm pretty sure you can't do from lowest to highest, which is crazy.
Jesus.
You could. Lowest to highest. Like in a category.
I'm gonna test this out right now, but I'm like 80% sure you
you
can.
Gilly says you a goddamn liar. So
Gilly says you can. Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
you can't? Oh.
they're like, Gilly
Okay.
at Bambino, if you don't stop lying to people now, in the future, and forever, we gonna fucking come drown
Yo,
you.
Bambino,
Damn,
what the hell,
wow.
man? Why you lying? Why you lying to us?
I might be paraphrasing though. It's kind of
I
tough.
made a mistake. I'm sorry. I withdraw my comment.
Likely story. But no, you can. You can go lowest to highest in a category, and you can
Okay.
like look up like small time ones. But for me, it's kind of rare to find like a small time streamer that I feel like they should definitely like be more than what they are. You know.
I mean,
Where
I
they're- where
definitely.
they're at.
I found somebody the other day. He only had like 250 followers, but his production quality was just like top tier. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
how do you not have more followers in this? And it's like crazy. But yeah, I mean, it just comes with the territory. You definitely have to build a following somewhere else off Twitch, like whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and then you can be like, hey, you know, guys, I am streaming on Twitch, and then you bring them over. But if you think that you can just get on Twitch and just play games, even if you're doing it for 8 hours a day every day, doesn't guarantee growth at all.
Exactly. Yeah. I remember when I first started out, it was like people were wondering like why I didn't have more followers because like I had kind of like you see my streams like the decorations I've had and all that, and like I worked fucking hard on that. And I'm not kidding. It took me hours to get that together.
Yeah.
And it does take a lot of work, but it was so worth it. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, Gilly's right. And the problem exists where it's a popular game. You're going through thousands of people, which is very much true. Like I can think of a couple. Like Among Us was one of them. Phasmophobia, definitely.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was a big one. Fall Guys was a huge one back in August. I tried getting on that train, but I barely got anybody to come view me.
Yeah, that's
another. I was playing Cyberpunk. I mostly beat the entire game on stream. I don't remember if I really had any followers or if my channel really grew from playing that. But I mean, I didn't care because I enjoyed the game and I liked playing it on stream. But I don't think I grew at all from that because so many people were playing it. But yeah, I mean, popular games are not it. I think I said this before. Yakuza was one that really helped me because not a lot of people play it. I think compared to other games, it's not really that well, played or whatever. But I feel like that's the majority. That and Super Smash really helped me.
Yakuza has a cult following.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like a good one to go for. It's like that definitely has a good viewership. Like not enough to be like one of the popular games, but enough to like have people definitely come by your stream if you ever go for it.
Right.
Yeah, and always people. I think a lot of people who go on Twitch like they want to look for games they can participate in, like Smash for sure. Jackbox is a big one. Among Us, of course, is another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. The worst thing about Twitch to me is like, I don't know. Like besides like being drowned, like the whole pool of the popular and big time streamers, like I'm not sure what I can say about Twitch that I hate. I would say maybe their DMCA laws right now is fucking atrocious.
But it's not really Twitch's fault. I mean, it's
Amazon. It's fucking.
Well,
Amazon.
no, it's record companies for even coming after content creators. Like it's the same thing on YouTube. I mean, you play 1/10 of a second of a song, and then all the revenue from that video goes to the record label and stuff, which is fucking insane. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they should definitely upgrade those rules with the music thing because the way I think that they're thinking right now is that if they hear a song that, like, if a viewer sees a song or hears a song on your stream that they like, they feel like they're gonna keep going back to this stream just to listen to that song instead of going to like Spotify or iTunes to listen to it, which makes absolutely no sense. It's like, why would I continue going to this VOD to hear the song I like instead of going to fucking iTunes or Spotify?
Exactly.
Like, what makes it ridiculous?
Unless like the streamer is like claiming that it's their song, which it's very very rare for somebody to do that. I think.
A few things. You can finish your thought here.
What?
So you can finish your thought first.
Oh, okay. But I feel like, because like if I ever want to play copyrighted music or anything like that, like I'll do my best to like either like credit the artist or put their name on my stream, which I've done in the beginning, where like I would put the artist's name, the song name, and there was like a source thing you could do on Streamlabs for that. Like I did that in the beginning, but ever since DMCA has been kind of more strict about it, then.
Hold on, Superforce has a question. Yeah, go ahead and type it in, and we'll answer it.
Bambino trying to jump ahead of me like I wasn't about to do that.
Oh, sorry.
Also, that's why I was like, I've been like looking at chat trying to like respond to things, and I was like, I'll get there eventually. Just to catch up a little bit. Leo, what are you doing? Get out of the litter box. Come on, B. Yeah, Gilly, reading my mind. Yeah, playing niche games, like, it's tough. Like, you'll play a game, you'll get some people, and then it's just like, And then, whether or not they say.
Drowning you? Because then we'll die. And then we won't be able to continue this podcast.
Well, drowning is just the liquid filling your lungs. Like, you can, like, drown and not die from it. You die from drowning. But, like, if you've ever, like, fucking in a pool and you, like, breathe in by accident and you get water in your lungs, that's drowning.
I apologize to you guys in advance because chat's after me. My chat hates me right now.
Yo, drown Green when he's streaming by himself.
What? You guys are supposed to be the homies. You're supposed to go down with the ship with me. Come on. You gotta
Hello,
drown,
friend.
You gotta drown with me somehow.
I drowned yesterday. You guys drowned me. You made
drowned again.
You made a phone call to bring in lightning to like get in the feud.
That was great.
Hydrates on me.
He was like, "Yo, can you jump in Baby Eno's chat? I gotta do this." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh man.
hello, friend.
My
How
favorite
are you?"
hobby
That
is
was so
Right.
drowning, though. Your favorite hobby is drowning, though. I would not let the police see you say that. Just saying, I'm not a lawyer, but maybe don't let the cops see you say that.
Super. I'm just gonna tell you this: drowning is bad for you. Don't do that, please. Super
It's also
drowning.
bad for other people as well.
Super,
Not
do
just-
not,
No,
do not,
no.
do not go drowning, please. Alright, and we got a cat on screen.
We got a baby cat on stream.
Wait.
What else? Neither isn't bad about Twitch though. I mean, like,
It's-
otherwise than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be the biggest thing is just the discoverability thing.
I think like the recent banning of a couple words like recently, I think that's kind of ridiculous to me.
We're talking about S-I-M-B.
We can say it. We have until January 22nd.
Oh, sim.
Sim.
I-
Yeah, there you go.
I think
So
it is
simp.
a.
The simp and virgin were two of them. Incel, I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of get that, but I'm like, I don't know. Depends.
Who gets tilted so much by the word incel or simp or virgin that you have to like ban? Like
Well,
I
it's-
don't get that. Like somebody
Neither do
calling
I.
somebody calling me an incel's gonna get me so mad that I'm gonna like petition for the word to get banned or something. Like
Well, I mean, it's.
that. Just turn off the computer. Like it's not that serious.
I forgot who like said that like unironically and was like, "How do you get cyberbullied? Turn off your computer." And it's like, bruh, like the idea of like cyberbullying is like it makes a space. It makes a space which should be a comfortable, thrivable zone. It makes it like uncle. Like imagine every time you turn on your stream, everyone came in here and just started calling you just like mad random slurs or something, or they just like just like, oh, you fucking simp, you're like whatever, you're a virgin, like oh whatever, and you were just like going ham like, all the time in the chat, and you like block people, make new accounts, come and do it again, and it's just like you block my IP address, I get a new computer, I just use the Dunkin' Donuts Wi-Fi, like I just go like hard, just like OD harass you.
Well, I mean, at that point, I'd just be like, you know what? Maybe Twitch is not for me. And I
Exactly.
never fucking
So
get
it
back
takes
on there.
it takes.
Duggan says, I guess if you are one, you get offended.
Yeah, that
That's
too.
true. I mean, if you are an incel and get called an incel, I can see how that would trigger you.
Dude,
It's-
I'm a Coda simp through and through. And I don't
Oh,
care.
absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's like some people wake up, it's like, the joke, like you wake up every morning and choose violence. It's like some people wake up and they're just like, I'm gonna go online and be a piece of shit today. And like, whether or not that's like the intent, which it more often than not is, like people get online, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna like people will very openly kind of just like say whatever the hell they want, which is, if you ever worked retail, people just kind of say whatever the hell they want to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you wouldn't say this to me outside. Like, I would punch you in the face. And then you'd be mad. And your face would be punched. So, like,
Big facts.
but it's just like that same thing where it's like, it's fucked up to think that, like, people talk to like, grocery store workers the same way they do, like, to anyone online. And they, like, talk shit just because they can. And there's, like, no repercussions. But, like, it does affect you. Like, it can affect you. And so it's just, like, I think the overall kind of like elimination of like, oh, like it's kind of like silly that there's, it's like, no, it's taking tools like, yeah, you guys are like, people are using these tools to like bully and harass people. So I was like, well, we're gonna get rid of those, like, and I'm sure they're gonna come up with a new fucking something in like 3 weeks. People are like, what's that even mean? And they're gonna be like, well, and then that's gonna get banned because
I
people
never heard of incel
like,
before until I asked you, like.
yeah, and I was like,
I never heard.
I always knew incel was like you never wanted to like be associated, and I was like, what does that even mean? And then I looked it up and I started crying. I was like, there's a word for these people? Oh man. And yeah, growing up in like nerd spaces, you meet like a lot of those people, and like I think back to like a lot of people I used to hang out and associate with, and I was like, yeah, they would do and say some like very questionable like stuff, and they would just say shit. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I remember this one time this kid came out. This kid, by this kid, he was like 33 at the time. Fucking, I was like a kid. I was like 19, and I remember. Yeah. But he like came to the arcade where we were hanging out, and he was just like pissed off. And somebody's like, "Yo, man, what's going on? What's wrong? Why you look pissed off?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just tired of being put in the friend zone." And I just started crying. I'm just like losing my mind because I'm like, "Yo, bro. First of all, what year is it? Second of all, what year were you born? And you out here still thinking about fucking the friend zone?" And it's like, bro, like, you out here just being nice because you want to fuck? Like, that ain't how shit works. Like, the fuck? Like, maybe you should tell people, like, hey, I'm just gonna be a piece of shit to you, and so I'm not gonna fucking help you or do anything. And it's just like, yeah, oh, man, yeah, Gilly talking about fucking bots on small streams, major issue.
Oh, yeah.
That's the realist.
Bots.
Every stream I have, I ban a bot. Must be nice.
Bots are not a problem. All you do is just like fucking ban them and they're gone. But like, it's just why.
My tongue's blue. It honestly, literally, it could be that y'all are affiliate and that's why you don't get bots. It might have you do get bots. You sure it's not just super talking shit in the chat again?
I haven't.
I think if you get enough viewers, I think it's like if you get enough viewers, like you definitely get bots. Later
Interesting.
No, I mean, like, there's bots that view me, sure, but not bots that actually comment in the chat or try to.
Well, yeah, I get.
Bots that comment in chat, yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
I
gotten
get-
a bot come in chat and try to sell something or.
I never get rid of the bots that view me. I never get rid of them. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we need those.
Well, they don't actually count towards
Like,
viewers.
Want to become famous?
Oh.
Those are the ones I ban.
Yeah. Well, like the view bots and stuff don't actually like help your actual stuff. Like it doesn't help your viewers. Like I've had a thing where it's like users in chat and it's like 15 wide, and in my viewers it's like 2, and it's like, well, because just them existing there doesn't do anything. And I'm like, that's kind of weird and creepy. And I read one page where it's like, I just like working like these, but like don't actually like interact with whatever. Like, I'll never type in chat, and I was just like, banned. Like that's just like weird. Like I'm gonna sit on your porch and fucking staring through your window.
Harm, though.
Yeah, but shit's weird.
The ones that are just viewing you, so it's just
Yeah.
like why bother? You know?
It's just like I'd also just like have it's like clutter. Like if I want to look at like users in chat and like, oh, like who's like blah 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 or whatever, I just want to see if there's actually like legitimate viewers or something, and I just see like bot, not a bot viewer, another bot viewer, and it's just like, no, get the hell out of here. Yeah, it's just also just kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird to me where it's just like you just have a thing to like just randomly beam people. Like it doesn't help whoever's chat they're in. Like it doesn't do that. And then if other people come and see it, it's like, oh, like who's in like chat, whatever. And it's just like a million bots, and it's just like, well, then if this random bot / person is then like actually been watching, they're like looking at chat, and it's just kind of like, I don't know. Imagine having like a conversation with like a group of friends or whatever, just like chit chat, and there's someone like 6 feet away from you, just kind of like staring at your group, like. It's like you okay over there, niggas? It's like, bro, can you stop staring at me? It's just like, bro, what's happening? But yeah, I just think those bots are weird.
I don't mind them, but like only ones that comment. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, when they're like, you want to buy? You want to become famous? That's just the best.
become famous?
That's the absolute best. I need to save that as like a command, just like exclaim famous. Because that shit is
Every time I
way
hear
too
that, I
fun.
feel like somebody inviting you to like the casting couch or something. Like, you want to become famous? You know, you're just on the casting couch. Like, what are you doing here?
Back to like Twitch.
Yeah, that's
I feel like Twitch as a whole, they're still trying to figure shit out, like as they go. I feel like it's like YouTube, right? YouTube, like they always end up like being the bad guy in some way, shape, or form, but they're always trying to come up with the algorithm to make things better for the site.
Yeah.
And usually, like it's either they do good or they do bad.
I feel like that's pretty
Twitch is the same way as well.
life.
Yeah. I feel like Twitch is the same way as well. They're trying to figure out stuff. They're trying to be like, oh, okay, well maybe we should like ban these words, or maybe not, or maybe we should like be more strict with DMCA laws. You know, whatever. But like, I don't know. I like to give Twitch like the benefit of the doubt, like they'll do better or whatever kind of thing, you know. But yeah, Twitch's problems, like what website doesn't have problems? You know what I mean?
My website doesn't have problems. Let me stop.
Get the fuck out.
Go to greenteawasted.com/merch. Leave a 1-star review. No. A 1-star review. Tell him he sucks.
I do gotta say though, Streamlabs I think makes things pretty easy to start streaming actually, and even to get your merch out there and stuff. So I think they do a pretty good job at getting streamers started. So that's one thing.
Literally so easy. It's consumer friendly.
Yeah. Like I tried OBS and I looked at that and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It ain't it.
Immediately.
It just ain't it.
Yeah, I remember Lightning was starting out on the OBS and he was having so much trouble.
Like it almost worked, and then it was just like, nah. I was like, this is trash. Also, my tongue's blue now.
Nice.
So
Fucking Smurf.
we are slowly approaching the 2 minute. Take 2. So
2 hours?
we are slowly approaching the 2 hour mark.
In 10 minutes.
In 10
9 minutes.
9 minutes. 55 minutes. Don't want to end. How dare you?
I'm trying to end this on
Hilarious. So, no, I think, yeah.
Closing statement.
So some closing statements. Yeah, we'll like closing statements until where you can find us, and we'll do all that. And then maybe one of us will, like, I don't know, do a backflip.
Do a jig.
Do a
Just
jig.
like dance on stream.
Jig of,
You're up. You're gonna do Dance on Stream.
Jig of Life, Katie Bush. Katie Bush, I think that's her name. Excellent song. Yeah, all in all, yeah. Next time we'll do mechanics and functionalities in games we hate. That list is too long. Fucking low-key think games might suck, but it can't be sure. Hey, awesome.
Nice.
Skelly, appreciate that.
He was gonna be a regular. Hell yeah.
But
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
let me stop. It's just me. Come on. Y'all were talking about shit about Gilly. Terrible. But yeah, it was a nice, solid time. Also, I do like use the bathroom again, so like terrible. Bro, is that green tea from Persona 5? Amazing.
Yo, hold on.
Oh my god, it's the Persona 5 streamer.
Like, yo, how'd you know?
Amazing. Incredible. These are those things that's only good if you're like watching it, because if you're just like listening to it, it's like he did something funny, but I'll never know. Why is that guy Kermit now?
Please just tune in to the stream Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be a part of the
Yeah,
conversation.
you know what's up.
Chat and drown us if you want to.
Waterboarding. You just need that. No,
That-
can't really need
That
that.
makes me so happy to see. I'm like, I just want to base myself around Persona 5. I don't know why. I just do. I fucking love
Maybe
it.
because you're a weeb.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
Dude, careful, Lightning. I might go to Twitch and be like, yo, this guy called me weeb damn weeb now.
I'm surprised it hasn't. I feel like this is for another time, but I think the word weeb is so like, it's just so like embraced now. It's like, nah, you can't
Oh, I
like,
love it.
you can't hurt me with that. Oh, you fucking weeb, like, yo, you know what a weeb is. Therefore, it's like, oh no. Those things
That's why
like,
I'm like, I love the word. I love simp. I love the word simp. It's just so funny to me. But I feel like they can definitely embrace it.
anywho, we'll have that conversation in like a week.
We can't.
Exactly.
You asshole. We can't talk about it.
Incredible.
Well, no, we can't. We can't talk about it if we're insulting people. We can talk about it as just like a word itself. But
Closing questions. Do you upload the cast on streaming platforms as well? Or just Twitch? You can find the VOD for this on...
Spotify right now. It's still not on iTunes for whatever reason, but it's on Google Podcasts as well.
Terrible.
It's also on YouTube, and you can always come back to the VOD. But yeah, that's where it's
Spotify?
on. Yeah,
Yo.
it's on Spotify.
I'm sorry, who
Oh,
the fuck
whoops,
is
I
Green
thought
Tea
Apple
Wasted
Music.
too?
what am I at? Whoops.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're not there just yet.
Shit.
We'll get there
All right.
eventually.
Well,
It's
I like
only
Spotify
episode
better.
3. It's only episode 3, people. Well, this thing, the longer it goes, the better it'll get. So, yeah.
Don't keep your hopes up, y'all. Don't get your hopes up. We might change the name soon. Not sure. We'll pretend I don't exist. It's fine. We're definitely not changing it to that. Anyway, yeah, it's been real. Love this. See, no, we're not. We're definitely not going with that. Where can people find y'all?
Thank you.
That all right.
Dude, all right, I'll favor. I vote. I vote for the Super Saiyan.
So we'll do this. We'll come up with some names and just have the audience vote on it, and whatever the audience wants is what we get.
I will literally delete your channel.
I don't know. I did a poll and I kept getting a ridiculous name. So,
We'll
uh,
literally pay someone to delete your channel.
closing statements. So, what is everybody working on, and where can they find you?
Who wants to go first?
You want to go first?
Do I want to go first?
You want to be on
Rock,
top?
paper, scissors for that. We can rock paper scissors.
All right. Well, let's do green tea, then lightning, and I'll go last because of the way it's on the screen.
Bruh.
Excuse the
Why-
fuck out of me.
You brought it up.
I did, yeah. All right, fine.
Excellent.
You can find me. Green Tea Wasted on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. I stream 4 days out of the week, and yeah, I've been doing a Persona 5 World Challenge run where people can take control of a character of their choice and tell me what they want to do with the character. And yeah, that's all I've been working on. Also, I'm in a band called Zombie Sunday. Check us out. We're on Spotify.
Keep talking.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right.
I was trying to do this so you wouldn't. I was trying to do this so I wouldn't have to cut you off because I'm streaming in. One of my friends was saying, "Thanks for streaming, folks," and I was trying to say bye to her, but I didn't want to interrupt your whole spiel where you were displaying yourself, and then you were like, "Hold on, I have my attention span. What does this sign say?" Terrible.
All right, who's next?
Lightning.
Who, me? This guy?
Yes.
So, funnily enough, you can't find me. No. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram. And I guess if you guess the last 4 digits, the 4 numbers in Discord, you can find me there, all under Lightning in the Corner. As it says, I have to look at the stream. It says it down there. It's like here. Bam.
Yeah,
Lightning in the Corner. Hold on, I can't fucking draw a straight line.
It's actually on. Well, okay, it's on the other side. Oh, it's on the other side for me. But
You come on, learn how to read. Sorry for interrupting, lol. That's totally cool. You didn't do anything. Yeah, right there. Oh, you can't. Oh, I can't like transcend existence and point underneath it. Oh, that sucks. Oh, awful. Yeah, so close. I can't even like see it because it's like cut off of my thing. Like, I could show y'all, but that would make
There you
like that would waste like precious seconds. Any hoozle, y'all can find me here. Instagram if you want. I haven't posted on Instagram because, yeah, if you've ever known, there's a whole kind of pandemic going on. You can't really do photo work outside of here. But you can't do photography. You get COVID and die. Terrible. But all right, you were drinking one like 3 days ago.
With a lime in it?
Exactly, with a lime in it. What I am working on. So, I have a bunch of things I'm kind of working on right now. I took this, like, last week off of Twitch because I was just kind of like, oh. But I am, so I beat Persona 5 last night at, like, 3 a.m. I didn't cry as much as I thought I would.
We're talking about it.
But it's still, it's funny, like, throughout the whole, like, no spoilers thing. And it feels very much in this spirit of, like, talk, like, about it, but from like a distance, kind of like you don't like talk about like, oh, this thing and this thing. It's like it's still like an experience. And it's like, God, I don't want to like ruin that for anybody. But sometime in the future, I want to be doing my New Game Plus run, which I am legitimately going to try to beat in a week. To see how OP I can get. But actually, it's tough because I want to beat it like super fast again, just to like for the wows. But I also want to get the other confidants up to 10. That I didn't because fucking missed Ryuji by a day. We're not gonna talk about that. I've been playing like random shit. I'm thinking about getting Breath of the Wild or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because if you've never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, whoo boy, that game's great. I also try to do a whenever I figure out what the hell game I'm gonna play, but I try to do a just chatting at some point during the week, usually on Thursday because I don't stream on Wednesdays or Saturday. Wednesday. Yeah, well, definitely don't stream Wednesdays. I do a just chatting, and friends obsessed with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. This is why I love you. Also, that my friend in my chat, that's my second wife, and that my girlfriend's not even my first wife. She's the third, maybe. Maybe she's my first wife. Can't remember. Some guy married us on the corner outside of a supermarket one time. It was a wonderful time. Anywho, we gotta do a just chatting where I talk about the game design, game ideas, and whatnot. I talk about some of the games I am currently